Welcome back to my home. We today are going to talk about confidence in 2026 and what is actually working for me at least. So, we all like the beginning of the year, right? It's still January, everything feels fresh and new. We feel like we have time, all that great stuff. So, I am right now about to pour some candles. So, I started a candle business. It's called the Soft Chaos Candle Company. I will talk about what that means in another video, but today I just want to, talk about, let's just have a real talk. I want to share my roadmap and my personal story a bit, and let's just talk about confidence and what we're all dealing with these days. Okay, still kind of hot. So in May of 2025, I was let go from my job. Now, even though I was 7 months pregnant at the time, and even though it was not something that I really wanted to happen at the time, I was also not super mad at it. I wasn't super happy there, but it was a great experience at the same time. So at 7 months pregnant and giving birth to my third child 6 months ago, I just want to follow my dreams. At this point, I'm in my mid-40s. Like, I want my life to be the life that I want. Like, ideally, if I could choose my life, I would travel around the world with my children. Like, in some kind of crazy stroller that's easy and one strapped to my back or something. I would just go and stay in different hotels and get on flights with them all over the place. So that's one reason why I want to be an entrepreneur. And I am just living in faith for all that to come to fruition. I also want to have a house in Wisconsin, like on a farm, like with llamas or whatever animals they have there, alpacas, I don't know. But to just wake up and to just see animals and sun and open field and a big nice house with my kids running around sounds like my ultimate dream. So, when I think about doing all of that, sometimes I feel scared, right? Like, I'm living through fear. I'm pushing through it. I do not want to work at the same job for 40 years and feel stuck. Like, that is just not what I need to do in life. I look at life as it's mine, right? As mine to do what I want with it. Like, life is yours. How do you want to live? So I am trying to reach my goals. And so right now, my goal is this candle company, which I'm also going to sell other things, soaps, and I'm going to make some jasminite products, which I'll show once I actually make some. I haven't made any yet. I have the supplies, but I've been focusing on the candles because candles take a lot of testing. If you didn't know, a lot of testing. So much goes into it. But anyway, I'm a single mother in 2026 trying to reach my dreams. And if you're that, then come on this journey with me. You are not a perfect mother. I am not a perfect mother. We are women out there trying to fulfill and build our dreams. We are rebuilding ourselves in real time. It's just so different than what I would think that I would be right now. Like, I always have wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I never knew in what and how it was going to happen. But then I always kind of saw myself sitting in a lab working. So now that I'm here, I'm nervous but super happy at the same time. So when I think about confidence these days, I think about me knowing that I can get through the day with my kids, with them being safe and secure and as happy as possible, even if I have to yell at them a little bit about the mess that they made. I'm working on that. And also focusing on my dreams, filling out my calendar with what I need to do, and coming back here and smelling fragrance oils and mixing wax and checking temperatures. Yes, I need to pour this wax. Okay. So I am, ooh. I need this cord to come out more. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh no, I don't think I melted enough wax. Oh no, not even close. Oh, hey now. Okay, I'm just gonna have to melt more wax. That's okay. That barely touched that candle. That's okay. I have like 5 candles here that I'm testing, and this is a silicone mold of orchid flower. I don't know if you can see it. You can kind of see it. I made one of these last week, but it broke. So I'm gonna try it again. Anyway, let me put this wax in here. Oh, that's not the wax I want to use. Okay. So it's weird a little bit, right? So I had anxiety disorder for about 20 years. And from that, I started coaching women on anxiety because I did a lot to get over that and really got into what anxiety is and how to decrease it and control it. I'm gonna need a whole bunch of wax for these. I'm just gonna pour this in here too. Just gonna do one of these big chunks. I was working at CVS as a manager, and my anxiety was out of control. I was in South Central, so I think that was a big reason why also, because it was like a lot was going on in the community and in the store. But I just remember thinking and coming home one day like, how am I going to live like this? How am I going to live with this anxiety? And I don't know. I got through it. I did. I got through it. I left. I went to a few other positions, jobs, different settings. And I've never really like been happy. And I'm like, why aren't I happy? So I have always loved candles and the things that people do with them. So at first I started doing print on demand on Etsy with candles, and I never really sold anything. But I didn't really push it that far because I was like designing labels. And now that I think about it, now that I'm doing this, like hand pouring candles and stuff, the labels are a big deal, but not really. Like, definitely not really. I'm not even using expensive labels right now because labels are dumb expensive. I bought like a small printer that works by Bluetooth in my phone, and I'm gonna use that for now. And a lot of people do, because until I can afford to get bigger, better labels, I'm not going to. I was just tired of being unhappy, honestly. I have been very prayerful, and I feel like me losing my job was God. I feel like he was telling me something. I feel like it was a perfect time. And I've also had a lot of transitions with my pregnancies. My first pregnancy, I went from CVS to UCLA. My next pregnancy, I went from UCLA to Kedron. And this pregnancy, I went to Kedron to myself. And I'm very happy to be here. And I feel like right now, living with confidence is me trusting myself that I can do this, that I can get these things done as long as I have the support. You do need support. My mom is here helping me, as well as the girls' dads help. But if it wasn't for my mom, I don't know how I would get this done right now. She's here right now with the baby. melts, melts, melts. This candle wax is very hard. So I am making these candles, with these test candles, with a little bit of paraffin. So I don't really plan on using paraffin in my container candles or the candles like that are in jars, like this one right here. But in ones that are, well, this I probably won't use in, but ones that stand up by themselves, the paraffin helps the candles to the paraffin helps the candles to keep shape and stay hard because candle wax is very soft. So I am just gonna try it out and see, but paraffin wax is not a clean burn. It's a man-made product, not like something natural like the soy wax or the coconut wax that I use. So I'm just trying it. I may use it in things like this that need to stand up, but for now I'm still just testing. So we're gonna see. It's so much cheaper than the other wax that I want to try it and find out what it does. What it does with these candles. Hopefully it works better. So I am here trying to get to my dream. So I'm still on disability from the pregnancy. However, that's only gonna last for so long. So I eventually have to make this work. I want to make this work. I want to fulfill my life's goals and passions, right? And that's what I want you to do. You know, when I think about making content, I think about when we talk about confidence for women, we always talk about in relationship to men. Like, we do things for men, we want them to want us. It's like if you're married, if you're not, if you're dating someone, if someone wants you, if someone doesn't want you. But at the end of the day, confidence has nothing to do with men. It has everything to do with you. And men do love a confident woman. So if that's your goal, by all means, focus on yourself. But really, confidence is you being able to make your own choices, trust your own judgment, come through for yourself, and you being able to just rely on yourself like you would hope to rely on anyone else. So since the third baby has come, I feel like I've had no time for myself. The kids live with me. I do live alone. Their dad is here often, but when it comes to the day-to-day, the night-to-night, it's all me, and I usually do it by myself, except when my mom helps, but I sleep, the baby is in my room. I really don't have a lot of time for myself, but I'm an older mom. I had my first child at 39, so I've also had a lot of years of being by myself and doing what I wanted to do, so I don't really feel like I'm missing out on much. I just want to be in here working and creating and all the things. Even though right now I'm trying to not have doubt, you know, because I don't have a lot of time. Since I'm always with the babies, I'm just like, oh my gosh, how could I get things done if I don't have any time? Like, you know, I'm constantly cooking and cleaning and bathing and, you know, doing homework and all that stuff. And it's pretty rough. So I am living in faith, and I feel very good about that. I really don't have a lot of doubt. I have been pursuing entrepreneurialism for a few years now, so I've learned a lot, even though I haven't made enough money to survive, but I've learned a lot of things, and I'm here for it. I just need to work on my consistency. Work on your consistency, post on social media. So let's talk about what's been working when it comes to me staying confident in 2026 as a new candle maker, a new entrepreneur, a new mom for the third time, and just an overall new woman. Like I was telling my therapist, this is the first time in my life that I've ever actually really just focused on me. 100% what I want. It's weird to say that when I have young kids. Like I focus on them, but I really focus on me. And I wanted them, and they're here, and now they're just a part of my life, and it is what it is. And now I feel like I can get back to me and the things I want. Does that make sense? Like even though they take up all my time, like I still feel like I'm getting back to me. So that my therapist asked me today, what are your things that you are, what gratitude do you give yourself? Like, what are you thankful for that you give yourself? And I was like, I never thought about that, because everything like I get, I thank God. I don't really thank myself, but I told her I'm grateful that I want to be loving and soft with the kids, be gentle with them, make sure that they know that they're loved and spend time with them. 2, I'm dedicated to my body, getting it back in shape. And 3, this candle making. I set up my whole little workshop in the back of the house, and I'm like so happy about it. So those are my little micro wins. And you have to celebrate those all the time. Celebrate the little things and be grateful for yourself for what you do for yourself. I don't do routines. I don't do morning routines. I'm sorry. As a mom, like, things are too hectic. I can't control the time enough. So I do what are called anchors. I do a couple of things that ground me when everything falls apart. One of them being my breathing exercises. Breathing exercises have always been a big part of my life. They still continue to be a big part of my life. So saying mantras. Mantras have been new for me, but very powerful. And I'm very happy that I have them in my life. And I started saying them. Like, they're kind of like affirmations, but like longer, more repetitive. Like, I have all the time and resources that I need. I have all the time and resources that I need. So many things. Surrender. Surrender. You can just repeat a word over and over and let the meaning change you, move your body. I am very open with right now noticing the things that are happening in my life. Like I said, thanking God. Like I said, I don't really do affirmations, but I will do talks with God out loud, and that has been really good for me, because I can be like, Lord, thank you. Or, even if, I heard once a long time ago that if you can't find something, you should pray about it. And I do that, and I find things all the time. Like, Lord, I'm looking for this and this and this. Like, I was looking for a piece of my friend went to Egypt and bought me a gold chain. Well, I gave her the money for it. But anyway, a part of my daughter grabbed it and pulled it off, like, the first day I wore it. And there was a little part of it that I lost. And I prayed about it, and I found it in my car, like, crazy. It was like such a little piece. And that's what I do a lot throughout the day, or at least a couple times a day, is make sure that I pray for even little things that I need. We're supposed to pray for everything. One thing that I'm working on is sharing without, let me turn this down. I know it's pretty hot. Is sharing without apologizing. I want to focus on sharing as much about my life as I can online to help people, without feeling bad about it or having to apologize to myself or anyone else. Like, people are a part of my story. Obviously, people are a part of everyone's story, but when we decide to open up and share on social media, then we also open it up to other family members to see those parts of the story and potentially tell other people. So that's one thing I dealt with, because family members feel that they have some kind of stake or claim over your life, just because you guys have the same blood running through your body, which I don't think is the case, but they feel how they feel, so I let them feel that way. But I'm working on trying to post when I'm tired. Like, one of the things that's hard is I look like I'm at home all the time. I dress up, but not very often, because first of all, I'll get thrown up on. Second of all, I don't really wear perfume because the baby, I don't want him to start sneezing. And I've really been doing a lot of, I've been really trying to decrease the manipulation that I do with my hair. So I've just been keeping it like in braids or something. Like, it's braided in a bun in the back. And that's how I go. But then I also look very rugged, because girls look so perfect these days online. So that's a little hard at times, but I'm just going to get through it, because being cringy is just a part of that online journey. That's what it is. So if you're watching and you feel like you're never going to get there, I want you to know this version of me has and build one itty bitty tiny choice at a time. You don't have to become anyone else to be confident. Stop looking at those girls on social media. You just have to stop disappearing. Me as well. Sometimes I get so much in my head that I think, I didn't even post today, but I posted like 10 different reels in my head, but none of them actually went online. I gotta do better with that, and I will. Think about it. Tell me, what's one little tiny thing you've done to make you feel like you? Put it in the comments below. I would invite you to follow, subscribe, share this post. Send anyone my way who's looking for a little bit of single mom love, some confidence talk, and just showing babies. I didn't show my babies are at school right now, or I would have shown them because they would have been in here no matter what. Oh, let me turn this down. I'm going to continue to pour my candles. I'll have to add my candle site when I finish it, or when I get close to finishing it. As of right now, I'm still being in a testing phase, so I don't have any photos to put on the website. Check out my description below with ways to contact, join my email list. Yeah, I'll see you around for the next video. Let me get these candles poured.